Hi, this is Tom. Welcome to my channel. So, the previous video was talking about building a web app for state capitals. So here I've got the completed app. Previous app we just did a proof of concept with a couple of states. Now we've got all 50 states and added this where it gives you the ranks here. And so I'm going to show uh, how to deploy the app. Okay. So to do that, I'm going to first of all I'll show you where the app is right now. So it's this SC3_3. So I am going to copy this code to where I want it to go, and I'm going to build a place for where I want it to go. So the place where I want it to go is I have apps that are in this folder here. I'll create a subfolder for mono repo for self-contained apps. So mono repo refers to when you have one repository for many projects or apps that go under that, which is what I have here. And this works really well for self-contained or apps or single file apps like what I have here. So I just have one file that's index.html, and so I'll create a folder for that, which I'll call state capitals. Okay, and then I'm going to move the app that I have, or copy it, I guess, to this new place here, right here. And copy. And then I'm going to rename this. I'm going to call it state capitals. Okay. And this is .html. It's not showing it here, but it's showing like the type here. So this is what this is, a state-capitals.html. All right, so it's in my folder where I want it to be. Okay, now I'm going to go to, I'm in PowerShell in Windows, and I'll do a get status, and we can see that it saw that this is new. And then I will do an add dot, and this is adding it to my local repository. So this is on my computer, and I'll call this initial commit. Okay, like that. All right, that looks good. Okay, and then it added it to my local repository, and then I'll do a push, and this will push it to the GitHub repository, which is on the cloud. Now, what I'm showing here, if you are working with AI, it will know all of this, no problem. This is very easy to do. There's just 4 commands to do. And now it's going to be on my on the cloud. And I'm using GitHub for the repository, and I'll use render for the web service or the web hosting. And both of these are free. So they'll have free accounts and paid accounts. Even though I've done like a lot of work on this, I'm just using the free account and haven't had any problem with that. Okay, so here is my new app is state capitals right here. And I can check that it's got initial commit. So that worked. And I've got, here's my code, which is oh, I made a mistake. This will be good to show. I need to name this index.html. So that was a mistake. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the name to index. Okay. So this is index.html. All right. And what I'll do here is I'll just do the same 4 commands. Get status. It sees that this changed. I'll do a commit and I'll just say change name of file. And it might appear that I did this on purpose, but I really didn't. Actually, before the commit, I need to do the add right there. I'll probably have to type this again, won't I? Yeah. So fix name. Okay. And then I will push it again. And the reason I need to name it index.html is because I'm going to be using, it's just the way the setup is. I'll be using a static site and it expects it. The web hosting render expects that the name will be index.html when I'm doing it this particular way. Okay, so now it's index.html. So I'll refresh here. And this should change to index.html, which it did. Here it is. Okay, and now I will go to render. So here's render right here. And then, actually, well, let me grab the name here that I want to use, which is state capital. So I'm just going to grab this and copy it. So I've got it in the clipboard here. Then copy paste. I'll go here to render. And in render, I go new. And I'll do static site. And my repository is self-contained HTML apps, brilliantly named. And this one is called State Capitals. And I'm also using that as my folder name. Because you remember when I set up the folder here? This is what I called it, State Capitals. And so I just call everything the same, makes it very easy. And then here I'll do no build required, echo no build required. And I'll talk about that while it's deploying here. So this is kind of a workaround that no build required because it won't let you completely edit that field. So the echo no build required is just a way of telling it, well, it's a what's the word I want? A documenting statement because there is no build required. It's just one single file. So it's just deploying that one file and it already deployed it. There it is. It's done. So I'll click here to make sure it's working. And now I've got my State Capitals app on there. And the name is statecapitals.unrender.com. So I could share this with anyone. Anyone can use it. Very, very easy to do. So to reiterate the steps that I went through, was what I did was I had this set up under, I just used documents and I was just a temporary name. I double clicked on this in the previous video. I showed that. And then I got my proof of concept working on my local computer. And then I worked with Gemini I was using to get it to be the full-fledged thing with the nice little rank here in all 50 capitals. Just worked on fixing up some stuff. Oh, actually, I do have a change to make, but I'll just do this on my own because I already showed how to do a change, so I won't have to do another one. This was using like proper, not the metropolitan area, but the proper city for the population. I wanted to use metropolitan. So that's a change I'm going to make, and I'll just do it the same way that I showed you right now. So I moved it from where I was doing this over here on my local computer, and I copied it to uh, to a new directory right here under my monorepo, which was state capitals, and then I renamed it to index because it has to be that to work, and then I committed it and pushed it to the repository, uh, GitHub, and again, there's lots of videos on GitHub, and I'm sure there's some on Render too. And also, you can ask ChatGPT or whatever AI you're using to explain it. And Render, I tried a couple of different ones, and I like Render. You can see how fast it is. It's really super fast, easy to use, and it's free. So I like it a lot, and I've got a lot of web apps that are out on there. And then I went through the steps on how to do that. So you can see how easy that is to do. And then again, once you do that, then you've got it on the net. Anyone can use this to access it, and you're good to go. Well, thanks for watching, and until next time.